Leave them alone. Let them grieve. Let them recover. Let them heal. Don't feed off their pain.
We are continuing to follow the tragic events of yesterday's shooting at Abundant Life Christian School.
We hear from those who were there and the reactions of their families.
And we're learning how first responders prepare and train for moments like this.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And we continue with our coverage of yesterday's shooting in Madison's Abundant Life Christian School. At least 3 people are dead, including the shooter.
Madison police have released a timeline of yesterday's events. At 10:57, a second-grade teacher called 911 to report an active shooter. In that moment, emergency response units were dispatched.
3 minutes later, at 11 a.m., a Dane County deputy was the first on scene, shortly followed by a Madison officer. 5 minutes later, at 11:05, Madison police announced the shooter was down. At the same time, Madison Fire Department personnel arrived on scene to render aid to the victims. Officers then cleared the building by 11:14. Now, over the last 24 hours, our team has been covering this tragic event, and we continue to work in the field to get answers for why it happened and where our community can go from here.
We're also working to clear up any incorrect information you may have seen yesterday. With that, let's go to our Maddie Heimsch. Maddie?
You guys, what we do know from a press briefing today with city officials is that the victims are still in the same condition as what was reported last night. That's 2 in critical condition, 2 in the hospital facing non-life-threatening injuries, and 2 having been released from the hospital yesterday. Now, Police Chief Sean Barnes did not take questions from the press at today's briefing. That's the first time he has not done that since yesterday. He did have this to say about the spread of information.
The Madison Police Department is committed to transparency and will continue to release information that can be used to improve public safety. This must be balanced against our commitment to the victims of this horrific crime and the need to do a thorough and complete investigation.
Chief Barnes did correct an error he reported yesterday. He told press yesterday that a second grader made that 911 call from inside the school at 10:57 yesterday. He corrected that today, saying it was actually a second grade teacher, not a second grader, who made that call. This is not the first error made by MPD. They, of course, are looking to get that information out as quickly and accurately as possible, but we want to reiterate and clarify a few points. Yesterday, the department reported during a press conference that 5 people were dead. It was then corrected that 3 people were dead. One official also told the Associated Press reportedly that the shooter was 17 years old. We now know that she was 15 years old. I asked at the press conference about the vetting process of that critical information, how they vet critical information before it gets to the press and to the public. Again, Chief Sean Barnes was not there to answer that question at the conference today, but we're going to continue gathering the latest information and keep you updated. For now, reporting live on Madison's east side, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Well, Maddie, thank you. The city of Madison has also released a new webpage listing resources to help people as we all cope with this tragic event. The link for that, cityofmadison.com/resources. It's on your screen right there, and there are some numbers listed as well for different helplines that will never judge and can help you in any crisis or if you simply need support.
Now let's get a look at our first warn forecast. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, we are looking at a little bit of a light snow that'll be moving in tonight. That'll be creating a dusting, maybe upwards of an inch, and some isolated totals primarily closer to the Illinois border. But we do have another system arriving later in the week as well. So a little bit active this week with bouts of snow. The snow that we have coming through tonight is going to be fairly light. Our radar 3000, you would think it would be snowing here, indicating a little bit of light snow, but it's a little bit too dry at the surface. So a lot of this is falling aloft and not quite able to reach the ground. But I think about 7 to 8 o'clock, we will start to see some of this snow spread across southern Wisconsin. And you notice how that band is kind of trailing right along the Illinois border. So those are the areas that may pick upwards of an inch right along the Illinois border. I think most locations picking up a lot lighter amounts than that, but could cause some slick travel a little bit later on tonight. Right now we just have cloudy skies, 33 degrees right now. The winds are calm. That's one thing that is good. We don't have a whole lot of wind out here, but minor accumulation under an inch coming through our area tonight. We are looking at a more potential storm system on Thursday that could be bringing up 1 to as much as 4 inches. And then behind that one, we're talking about some cold weather setting out for the weekend. Right now, 33 in Madison, 34 in Middleton, 31 in Brooklyn. We'll call for cloudy skies with that light snow developing between 7 and 8 o'clock. That'll continue on and off through about midnight. We'll talk about that secondary storm system and how it will impact your Thursday coming up.
Kelly, thank you. Tonight we have reporters at vigils in Madison to see how the community is coming together to heal from yesterday's school shooting.
Our Merrill Hubbard is at Casa de Fe in Monona, talking with a pastor who also has 3 children who attend Abundant Life. Merrill?
Yeah, hey guys, I am at Casa de Fe, a church that will hold a vigil in the next hour to pray for the families and community after the school shooting at Abundant Life Christian School. Now, Casa de Fe has been at this location for 2 years and is just miles away from the Abundant Life School. This vigil, this service will be extra hard for the pastor, Pedro Ruiz Jr., as he himself has 3 kids who attend Abundant Life. 2 of them were there yesterday, and he tells me what his middle child said about being in the building and hearing the shots fired.
He told me today, he's like, Papi, when this was happening, I try to be strong. I didn't know what was going on.
Pastor Ruiz explained that his son did not see the shooting, but has a close friend who is in critical condition. Now, the pastor also told me that this is a predominantly Spanish congregation, so they will be praying in Spanish tonight. He also said that there are many families who attend this church who also have children that attend Abundant Life Christian School. So we're going to stick around for the next hour and give you a live look at the vigil that they're holding here tonight and talk to some community members to see what they're doing to recover after yesterday's event. But for now, reporting live in Monona, Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Merrill. As the community is grappling with what happened yesterday morning, some are looking to which solutions might be available.
And that includes Wisconsin lawmakers. One of them spoke with our political reporter, Will Keneally, and he is live at the state capitol now with more on that exchange. Will?
Yeah, this is Congressman Mark Pocahn's home district. While he lives out in rural Dane County right now, he represented Madison in the state assembly and has represented this area in D.C. since 2013. Now, in the wake of yesterday's shooting, he is very quick to say that calls for thoughts and prayers are not enough. Action is needed here. And we spoke with him shortly after yesterday's shooting.
We need to do more. And the way we do more is actually by taking action. We should not be the only country on the planet that has this type of activity happen as often as it does. And it takes backbone. And unfortunately, there's not enough backbone in Congress or state legislatures to deal with this adequately.
Now, among the lawmakers also calling for action here was President Joe Biden. It's one of those days where Joe Biden is weighing in on what's happening here in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, among the legislation that Biden called for in his statement, universal background checks, a national red flag law, a ban on assault weapons, and high-capacity magazines. Now, we're here at the state capitol ahead of a vigil tonight for victims of yesterday's shooting. Now, Ellie La Liberté in just a few minutes here will preview what we're expecting to hear tonight. But for now, reporting from the state capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thank you. The United Way of Dane County and the Madison Community Foundation leading fundraising efforts now to help those affected. Donations can be made to the Abundant Life Christian School Emergency Fund by texting HELP for ALCS to 40403. That's the number, 4ALCS. And just text that to 40403, or you can visit channel3000.com. We have a link to donate. United Way also connecting community members with resources, including mental health support and meals through their 24/7 call center at 211. Officials say the Dane County community remains strong and committed to helping families heal. Again, you can go to the Madison Community Support Abundant Life Christian School Shooting Families is that website there.
Well, today, several Madison schools were placed on secure status after receiving several hoax calls about an armed person outside of their buildings. The calls were designed to look like they came from the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, and they were quickly deemed non-credible by Madison police. Officials say these swatting incidents are increasingly common nationwide. MMSD has emphasized student safety remains a top priority and is urging families to report concerns anonymously through Speak Up and Speak Out. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes wants to remind people how severe this hoax is.
Let me be clear on this point. Making false threats is a crime, and we are working with the district attorneys to prosecute these crimes as information is gathered. And if we have to do that, we certainly will. I encourage all parents, all family members, to talk to your loved ones about this.
Barnes says the city will use federal partners if necessary and will find out where the fake threats originated, adding that federal charges may be levied as well.
A full check of your First One forecast when we come back.
And our Merrill Hubbard is live at a vigil at the Wisconsin Capitol as people offer their support and prayers to those who have been affected by yesterday's tragedy. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, brought to you by Cardinal Heating and Air Conditioning.
This holiday season, give the gift of power and precision with Works Power Tools at Menards. Whether you're building, fixing, or crafting, Works drills deliver the power and control for any project. For those tougher jobs, Works impact drivers provide all the torque needed to make heavy-duty tasks a breeze. Don't miss out on this Works 20-volt drill or 20-volt impact driver. Just $24.99 after rebate now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hillsboro Equipment, Moston Equipment, and Slumma's Lawn and Sport are now Slumma Equipment. New name, but the same great people and service you've come to expect for the past 75 years. Although our roots may have started in Hillsboro, our connections to Moston, Reedsburg, and the surrounding areas are equally strong. The Slumma family has been there for you and will continue to be your John Deere dealer for generations to come. Whether you farm with the largest combines or just need to move things around your yard, run with us today at Slumma Equipment, Hillsboro, Moston, and Reedsburg.
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
When you can make anything possible because you have a reliable connection that puts everything within reach, that's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Tonight at 6, we'll be using Future Track to look at 2 chances for snow. A little bit of snow tonight, but alert day conditions snow expected on Thursday.
Then a community reeling after a deadly school shooting. We look at the fallout and the road to healing tonight at 6.
Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30, only on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
As our community continues to process yesterday's tragedy, people are coming together.
Our Ellie La Liberté is at the state capitol now, where a candlelight vigil will be taking place later this evening. Ellie?
Yeah, Eric, that vigil taking place in less than an hour now. And over my shoulder, you can see a podium here. We're expecting speakers like Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, as well as MMSD Superintendent Joe Gothard to be here. If I take a step out of the way over here, you can see organizers already setting up. There's candles being laid out and glow sticks for this evening. I spoke with organizers just a couple of minutes ago who say they're expecting a good attendance for this event. A community obviously still grappling with such a horrific event yesterday. Now, I spoke with Dana Pelabon, who ran for county executive earlier today. She was actually a student at Abundant Life Christian School for her 9th and 10th grade year. She tells me it's a close-knit community and one that needs to come together now more than ever.
The most important thing, I think, right now is for the community to recognize how many people are out there caring about each other. So understanding that this is a mass traumatic event. The people who are directly impacted are feeling trauma.
This candlelight vigil taking place at 6 p.m. tonight at the Vel Phillips statue on State Capitol grounds. As I said, we're expecting those speakers later tonight. And if you can't be here at this vigil at 6 p.m., we will be keeping you updated on air and online as it goes on. But for now, reporting live at the State Capitol, Ellie Oliverte, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Ellie. Monona police have arrested a man after they found a gun at Monona Grove High School. Police say officers located and found the gun at about 7 last night. A school resource officer told police a cyclist dropped the firearm after riding through the school's parking lot. Officers stopped the suspect near East Cold Spring Avenue and Monona Drive. Police arrested the 33-year-old man, and he's charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm while intoxicated, and bail jumping.
A full look now at your First Warn forecast. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka joins us once again. He's out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, we've got a couple of rounds of some snow headed our way this week. And the question is, will it stick around for Christmas next week? We're going to see a roller coaster ride as far as our temperatures are concerned. So we'll try to get sticking around for Christmas. But tonight, just some light snow. But what we're talking about is a First Warn alert day on Thursday because of the potential of more impactful snow coming down. Some locations more than 3 inches. I think that'll be more the exception than the rule. I think generally widespread 2 to 3 inches across southern Wisconsin, but some of those totals may exceed 3 inches, especially north of Madison. This will be Thursday into Thursday night. Should be out of here just in time for the morning commute on Friday, but there could be some accumulation on the ground. Now, we are expecting some snow tonight. This is going to be that light snow moving through, generally under an inch. Now, if you do get upwards of an inch, it looks like it'll be a little bit closer to the Illinois border, but there could be some patchy slick spots, so be aware of that if you are headed out this evening. Thursday will be a more impactful snow. We're looking at generally 1 to 3 inches, but some totals could be 3 to 4 inches, especially as we go into Thursday night. So we got a couple of rounds of some snow. May see a little bit of a mixed precipitation on Monday. Otherwise, I think it's going to be fairly dry after we get through the snow on Thursday night. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look to be pretty dry. As we look at our weather track, you can see some of this blue that's coming in. That's that snow. You see it right over southern Wisconsin. I'm starting to see a couple of flakes. That means the atmosphere is starting to moisten up enough to support some of the snow actually reaching the ground here in southern Wisconsin. But they are seeing the snow fly in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, where they are starting to see some accumulation. So the best chance of that snow will be coming in tonight after about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Most of that moving on to the east, and by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the snow is gone. But don't forget, we're going to be well below freezing, so some of that may be stuck on the roads, might create some slick spots for that morning commute. So this evening, between about 7 and 8 o'clock, I would expect that snow to reach the Madison area. You can see these snow showers moving across southern Wisconsin. As we get toward midnight, most of this east of Madison, southeast of Madison, Monroe, Janesville, over toward Jefferson. I think we'll wake up to some clouds tomorrow morning, maybe a flurry or two, but the snow accumulation is done. But we're hoping for a little bit of sunshine going into tomorrow afternoon as temperatures will be a little bit cooler. Once again, most locations picking up less than an inch of snow, generally a trace to maybe a half of an inch for most locations. Now, as we go into Thursday, that's when we are talking about a more significant system. This is an Alberta Clipper starting out in Alberta, Canada. These zip along as they move to the south and east, moving through Minnesota and Wisconsin. And we're expecting this area of low pressure to track just to the south and west of Madison. That usually puts us in line for seeing some of this accumulating snow. You see how it moves through Thursday evening and starts to wind down by the time you wake up Friday morning, but not before leaving. Well, 1 to 3 inches widespread across southern Wisconsin. Some areas to the north, though, could be talking about 3 to 4 inches. There might be even a little bit more as you get up toward Eau Claire and Marshville, where they could be talking about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 inches of snow going into Thursday night. 33 right now in Madison, 31 in the Dells. We've got 34 in Janesville, so temperature still holding just barely above freezing. Tomorrow will be a little bit cooler. After some clouds in the morning, we should see some sun. There's that first warn alert day for that snow accumulation. That'll continue into Thursday night. Should be out of here by Friday morning, but quite a bit colder into the weekend. A little bit of a mixed precipitation expected Monday or Tuesday. We don't expect a whole lot, but by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, just generally cloudy. Temperatures on the warmer side in the 30s and even into the 40s. All right, our first war in traffic as we look across the roads. We are seeing some delays, especially on the belt line. You can see those westbound lanes down to 41 miles per hour. Eastbound lanes, especially as you come out of Middleton, headed in onto the southwest side of Madison, speeds are reduced down to 19 miles per hour. That's your first warn traffic.
Thank you, Kelly. In Janesville, police say someone stole a car with a child inside and later left the child on a street. What officers are saying about this crime next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Buy $100 in Buck & Honey's gift cards and receive a $20 bonus over the holidays.
Like a bowl of cherries, life in Attic Angel is healthy and sweet. Our independent and assisted living lifestyles include newly renovated apartments, engaging social activities, and wellness support that is tailored to you. As time marches on, we promote the idea that life can always be a bowl of cherries. Attic Angel, the house that angels built.
Funny Girl is the theatrical event of the season. Entertainment Weekly raves Funny Girl is a love letter to the big old-fashioned Broadway musical. Don't miss Funny Girl, playing December 31st through January 5th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
I just need to know which one of you is going to fix this.
Everything was fine until the electrician got here. I had everything under control until the plumber showed up.
Oh, hey, babe. You need anything?
Just go upstairs, Ed.
Call Cardinal today for professional service you can count on.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving the results.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Follow the beat of Butch Vig with Madison Magazine. How a kid with a drum kit became a visionary DIY producer, musician, and Grammy winner. The local legend tells all in a home studio sit-down. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Buy $100 in Buck & Honey's gift cards and receive a $20 bonus over the holidays.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A large number of first responders in Dane County responded to yesterday's shooting at Abundant Life, seeing the horrors of a school shooting come to Madison.
And some of the first on scene were from Madison Fire and UW Police. Our Kyle Pazorski speaks with them about their response.
Following Monday's shooting at Abundant Life Christian School, Dan Williams of Madison Fire is speaking to News 3 Now about the role cross-communication had on the response from area fire, EMS, and police departments.
Seeing everyone integrated, seeing everyone with a task and assignment and really performing exceptionally.
Williams helped lead MFD's effort to adopt a program called ASIM, or Active Shooting Incident Management. Agencies across the country have been using the model to integrate the response process between all first responders.
And I said, geez, you know, this could happen in Madison, and if this were to happen in Madison, how could we be prepared?
He's now crediting that work in preventing further harm at Monday's shooting.
Having been there throughout the day, some of those emotions transitioned for me to a sense of pride in seeing the operations unfold, that we've trained so hard for this, and seeing the rewards of that training.
UW's interim police chief Brent Plish agrees, saying the cross-communication and effort as one team helped out.
We have to respond to these events together.
We have to train our response together.
And now their focus is on helping officers through the difficult situation and providing spaces to decompress.
It's an opportunity for the officer to state in a confidential manner how they're feeling, how they're dealing with the situation, and then receive follow-up options that they might want to check into.
And as first responders move forward from Monday's incident, obviously it is something that will weigh heavy on their hearts, but their objective remains the same, to help save lives and prevent further incidents from happening. In downtown Madison, Kyle Pazorski, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Kyle. In Janesville, a car was stolen with a 2-year-old child inside on Friday. Police say the suspects stole the car from a shopping market parking lot. Those suspects then abandoned the child in a car seat on a street in the freezing weather. The organization Kids and Car Safety reports 112 similar incidents have happened this year alone, urging parents to never leave children unattended in any vehicle.
Today, Wisconsin's electors met to certify the results of the 2024 presidential election. Electors cast their votes for the president and vice president on separate ballots, and those documents are then sent to the president of the Senate, Wisconsin Secretary of State, the archivist, and a district judge. And on January 6th, a joint session of Congress will make the final tally to certify the election. President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration is scheduled, of course, for January 20th. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down. Fridge on the fritz, stay cool. With affordable in-stock options, we'll have one delivered to your door in no time. Brothers Maine, feel like family.
Dashing has been very helpful for me. Definitely brought me a significant amount of extra income and allowed me to comfortably pay my bills and live a lifestyle and get out and have some fun. Portable benefits would be great. It would allow me to afford health care, dental insurance, and vision insurance. That's great because, as you can see, I wear glasses. I will need to get more eye exams because I'm getting up there in age. I love the freedom and flexibility of Dashing, and portable benefits will give me an additional peace of mind.
This is for all lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying...
He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhoffels. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now, Queen Tempur-Pedics start at just $52 per month when you use Steinhoffels' 60-month special financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
I'm Eric Franke with this live Channel 3000.
Expect even more from Channel 3000 Plus.
One with this live Channel 3000.
Live updates from the News 3 Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Temperature.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington with your news.
Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect with News 3 Now on Channel 3000 Plus. Channel 3000 Plus, powered by News 3 Now, helping you move your day forward.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, fluoride in America's drinking water. As Trump's pick to head the Department of Health and Human Services says he'll advise states to remove it, we look at the benefits of the mineral and concerns. That and more headlines tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And Kelly is back. One final check of the forecast.
Yeah, a little bit of light snow spreading into the area probably within the next hour and a half or so, sometime between 7 and 8 o'clock. Some light snow showers, not expecting a whole lot of accumulation, mainly traced to maybe a half an inch, maybe an isolated total toward an inch. That should be out of here after midnight. Tomorrow, looking at some sunshine to return after some clouds in the morning. Temperatures holding below freezing, so even though the snow will be done with when you wake up tomorrow morning, there might be some minor accumulation on some of those roads, so allow a little extra time on the way to work or school. Thursday, we do have a first warn alert day. More significant impacts of 1 to as much as 4 inches. I think generally 2 to 3 inches of snow. It's also going to be pretty breezy, so there might be some blowing of some of that snow on Thursday. It looks like that snow that we get on Thursday is going to stick around right through the weekend with temperatures in the 20s. Will it last till Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Well, we've got a little bit of a mix on Monday. It should be pretty light. And then just generally cloudy for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but temperatures warming into low 40s by Wednesday.
We call that the Kelly Slifka. There might be a white Christmas report. Thank you, Kelly. See you in a half-hour news for you now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.